Come on, Pop Pop. Let's not do this. How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about a very interesting Etsy commercial featuring a black grandfather apparently getting triggered at a white Santa Claus inside of a shopping mall. Now, when I first saw this commercial, I did not know what was happening because there's no dialogue. But then when I watched it again and I paid attention, I'm like, wow, they have a racist commercial on television. I can't really say I'm surprised that they're doing this in 2021. I keep seeing race-based stuff all over the internets, all over television, movies, everywhere. But this one caught my eye because it's not based in reality, in my humble opinion. Now, before I go any further, let's roll the clip. In this clip, you're going to see, but not really hear, what's going on. And after we get done watching that, I'll come back. I'll talk about what happened there. Then I'll give you my 2 cents and my deep detailed analysis. And then I'll wrap it on up with a nice bow on top. So without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
Give more than a gift. Etsy.
All right, so you saw that. You didn't really hear it, but you saw it. There's a lot I want to say. First of all, why would anybody be offended at a white Santa Claus? Really? I mean, when you normally see Santa Claus, it's, jolly old Saint Nick. That's the interpretation. Fat white guy, big white beard, glasses, old. That's a general aesthetic of a Santa Claus, right? So why would that be offensive to anybody? I don't care what color you are. You could be black, white. Little kids don't care, especially. Why are you getting offended, Pop Pop? Like, do you still believe in Santa? And if you got little kids around, please forgive me. But do you still believe in Santa at 80 years old? Are you offended that you thought that he was black and he's now white? I mean, come on. You're talking about a fictional character based on the real character, a real person, St. Nicholas, but a fictional character. Okay, there's no real man in the sky with a sleigh and some reindeer dropping off PS5s through your chimney, all right? That's not happening. So why are you offended? It's a fictional character. That's all. The little boy was happy to go and, sit on the lap, take a picture. That's all that really matters. You sit there, take, your little grandson and take the picture and have that be that. Why you got to have this whole black Santa Claus make you feel good? I don't really understand. Now, on the flip side, I saw Stephen Crowder said something about black Santas and he had a problem with it. I feel like it's the same thing on both sides where a person is offended at a white Santa Claus and also at a black Santa Claus. I think maybe people aren't used to seeing certain things and they get offended. Like me personally, I grew up as a little kid in a place called Portsmouth, Virginia. And if you want to look it up, it's pronounced Portsmouth. we say Portsmouth. That's where I'm from. At the time, it was 125,000 population city with 60% black. All right. So pretty much majority black. My neighborhood is 100% black. I lived in like 4 different areas in Portsmouth, all 100% black, and they're dark skinned like me. To even see a light skinned person in my neck of the woods was rare, let alone a white person. So if back in the day I go to Tower Mall, which at the time was a big mall in Portsmouth, it's gone now. It's like a shopping center or something. But anyway, if I was to go to Tower Mall and see Santa, I might come across a black Santa because I'm in a mostly black area. Imagine living in Haiti or somewhere and they Christian and they believe in Santa Claus. Are you going to find a white person in Haiti, really? You might, but I mean, come on. It's probably going to be a black guy with a fake beard on. Who cares? That's just what it is. Give me a little pillow right there in my belly, a beard, and I still got the aesthetic. That's all that really matters. So why does it matter if the Santa Claus is black or white or whatever? Why would you get offended either way? It's based on a true person, Saint Nicholas, but with Saint Nicholas riding around on a sleigh in the sky with some reindeer and helpers and elves and his wife and a whole big cargo hold full of all the kids' presents. Is that what was going on or no? We're talking about a fictional character. Okay. And do kids really care? Do you think little kids care about the history of who that is? Do you think kids care about representation or anything like that, to see a black Santa or a white Santa or a Puerto Rican Santa, Mexican? Do they really care about that? Nope. When I was a kid, at a certain point, I knew Santa wasn't real, but I still enjoyed getting gifts on Christmas. I got all kind of fond memories. Like, me and my dad went one time to Roanoke. He had his white pickup truck, like a white Toyota, like super bare bones. He had the roll down windows, just a two-seater, no back. Oh, it had a little bit of a back. I had this toy from Roanoke my granddad got me, and it was no paper on it. It was already open. We put it back behind the seat, and it was like the seat was right up against the window or the back of the truck. That's what I remember. Santa Claus and whatnot, I wasn't really hung up on that. It's about, having the family memories. You go into the mall and you see Santa Claus. It was cool. It's like, okay, let me go over there right quick, mom or dad or whoever's with me. Let me get a picture with Santa. I ain't really care about what race he was. I ain't go up to him and question him like, hey man, are you black? Are you mixed? Are you white? Are you Jewish or whatever? If I'm 4 years old, do I care about that? If I'm 8 years old, do I care about that? No. If I'm an 8-year-old little boy now, what do I want? Give me that brand new PS5. Give me a phone. Give me some shoes. Give me whatever the hot new toy is. That's what I want. Okay, I got a PS5 right now, but definitely if I'm a little boy, I definitely want that. I don't really care about the race of the Santa Claus. And this old man shouldn't care about it either. Okay. And if it's really that big of a deal, don't be all pouty and whatnot in the mall. Get you a black Santa. And then, somebody tried to say about, they say, well, what if it was a black Jesus? Personally, that's not really my fight to fight, because that's not, I'm not really religious. I believe in God, but I'm not really religious. So we're talking about Jesus and whatnot. I mean, I've been hearing the debate forever. Hair of wool, feet of bronze, brass, or whatever it is. I've been hearing that since I've been a little boy. Since Santa Claus was real in my eyes. You understand what I'm saying? Since I believed in the Tooth Fairy. And again, I didn't care about if the Tooth Fairy was a black woman, that she had box braids, a weave, a silk wrap. I don't care. All I want to know is when I go to bed and I put my brand new loosened tooth up under the pillow, when I get up in the morning, I want my 25 cents. I want my whole 25 cents and a quarter. I don't even want 2 dimes and a nickel. I don't want 25 pennies. I don't want 5 nickels. Give me my 25 cent piece. And then the price went up as I got older. And I would inform my mom, who was a tooth fairy, obviously, hey, mom, you know what? I'm going to need a raise for this tooth. I'm going to need 75 cents. So, holla at the tooth fairy. I ain't say it like this. This is what I said in my mind. Holla at the tooth fairy and let's make that happen. And that's what it was. Do I really care about how the tooth fairy look? No. Yeah. Okay. But getting back to it, talking about black Jesus, people that kind of get offended. I don't get offended at a black Jesus interpretation or any kind of painting or whatnot. That's not really a big thing. People that get offended by that, in my opinion, are like hyper religious and they really believe in what they see, like as far as some of the older paintings or pictures or whatever. Not pictures, but paintings. Interpretations, drawings, or they've never really seen a black Jesus before. Me personally, I grew up seeing all this stuff. I grew up seeing black Santa, black Jesus, especially like in a lot of black households. My dad had the picture of a black Jesus, and I'll place that on the screen before you. A lot of you guys have seen that exact same picture because I've been to y'all houses. Oh, I've been to your houses now. I've been to your houses. I just sat down and talked to your grandmama and them, and I've seen that exact same picture on your wall. So don't pretend to not know what I'm talking about, right? At the end of the day, as I close, I think some of these things are not even really worth, like this commercial was just so dumb, in my opinion. It's so dumb. Okay, what I don't like is when we try to make things be black that it's like you try to take it and it's not natural. Like the whole Santa Claus thing, it's like a fictional character. It's like, who cares? When you're talking about actual people, like real, like prime example, if you were to take Martin Luther King and have a white guy play him, I'm like, okay, why? This guy, civil rights movement, there's actual photographs of him. I mean, come on, let's be a little bit more accurate, shall we, historically? There's no accurate representation of a fictional character, though, in Santa Claus. All right. And then the same thing with Anne Boleyn, the former Queen of England back many years ago. And they're going to have a sub-Saharan black woman play her. It's like, this is a real person. This ain't Anne Boleyn was not someone based on someone. Now, this is an actual person with the bloodline that exists right now. Okay. Ain't no Anne Boleyn interpretation or, character model flying in the sky, dropping off flat screen TVs through the chimney. That's not going on. So if we're going to be accurate historically and be serious, let's do that. If we're going to have fictional characters that get represented in all kinds of ways all over the world by different people, let's just have that be that. And ultimately, let it be about the kids. Don't let Christmas and the festivities be soured by adults who still want to see they black Santa Claus. I mean, did he want to sit on the lap or what? But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? How do you feel about the race of Santa Claus and the Tooth Fairy and things like that? These fictional characters that fly around handing out money and Christmas gifts and drinking up cookies and milk and whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. You guys pretty much know where I'm at. I think that the whole argument is kind of dumb. It's kind of silly. And you're a little bit too old there, pop, to be getting triggered over something so insignificant like this. But you're talking about real characters, real people, actual people in history. I think they should be represented accurately. If they're not, I'm not gonna throw a fit in them all. But I think they should be represented accurately. But Santa and Tooth Fairy, that's not the same thing as Martin Luther King Jr. or Anne Boleyn or some other historically exact figure. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.